Yes boys, so pretty educational video today. I'm basically going to be going through all the shopping and food prep that I do while I want to cut to get absolutely shredded for summer. And the reason I'm doing it is because I'm an online coach myself. I get so many clients that, in all honesty, they moan about food prep. They don't particularly like doing it. But I think it's because they make it so long-winded. And the purpose of today's video is to basically go through and show you how quick and easy it is to make food prep and how much it benefits you during the week. So you're not missing meals, you're completely prepared, and you're gonna get results based on all the macros and calories being perfectly balanced out, while also making the meals actually enjoyable, because that's the biggest problem when people try to do meal prep. They make things that they don't enjoy personally. Now, the things that I'm gonna cook today, I enjoy it. The foods that I buy today, I enjoy it, because if I didn't, it's going to last a week or two. It's not going to be sustainable. I'm going to want to jump off a cliff, let's be honest, and then I'm going to give up. I'm not going to get results. So in today's video, we're going to go through all of that. Pretty boring, pretty educational, but very helpful. So make sure to watch all the way through. Let's go.
Now this is like the hardest part of the video, is actually going to be trying to find the trolley, because you get all the old people coming up here on a Sunday morning, just all fighting over them. Oh no, there we go. Full stack of trolleys, nice and easy. First stop is to get some bananas, fruit, and then broccoli is near here as well. And then I've basically got like my own circuit that I follow now, because I come here so many times. I know the actual route of what I need to get, so pretty sad, but gets the job done. Obviously got to get the tender stem broccoli, much better than that rubbish down there. So onto the meats, I'm gonna get 2 boxes of 1 kilogram of chicken breast, and then I'm gonna get some sirloin steaks and some minced beef as well. The reason I don't get any salmon anymore is because it's just ridiculously expensive. Want to avoid that one if you're trying to keep the cost low. When it comes to the steak, you know that you've got to go through them to get the best ones with the least fat on them. To be fair, I think I've done pretty well there. Bloody hell, first try, first 2. That's the benefits of coming in the morning. If you come in the afternoon on a Saturday or a Sunday, you're basically going to be left with a scrap. So try and get here early if you can, which, to be honest, I don't normally. It's just today I had to. Oh lads, we've had an absolute nightmare. They've got no original skyr yogurt, just the fat, creamy stuff, which we don't want. But there is an alternative, and it probably tastes nicer if I'm honest, just a little bit more sugar. We're gonna get this, so 5 pots of this, does the job still. Not gonna add on extra calories. And then when it comes to the cheese, we are gonna get, you've got this one here, but it actually just tastes like shit, I've got to be honest. So, oh, that's the end of that. I can't reach down there. And then you've got this one here. So I literally get Cathedral light cheese, any sort of light cheese. I would get Philadelphia light spread as well for my wraps, but we've got loads at home, so don't need to get that today. Into the milk aisle, normally I would want to get just some normal milk, semi-skimmed, or even full fat, but where we're cutting, we are gonna get this. So no sugar, almond milk. Just does the job. When you mix it with cereal, I've got to be honest, you can't really taste the difference. It's only when you drink it straight that you can actually notice it. But you want to get the no sugar one, because sugar is just not going to help you when you're on a cut really, apart from when it's in natural fruits. When you're trying to marinate your chicken and you're trying to keep it low calorie with the sauces, get this marinade. It literally just makes it into Nando's chicken. You just pour it over into little chunks of chicken. Does the job, tastes unreal. You can mix it. I put it in Nando's wraps, or you can have the chicken with rice, whatever suits you on your cut. On my rest days for dinner, I've been having steak stir fry, steak noodles. So this is the holy grail of sauces. It's unreal. I only tried it this year and it's just peng. So get that. It uses the word peng in 2025. Gimp. Medium Amoy noodles, get them as well. And then the steak I already got. We've already got chopped tomatoes at home. Loads of tins of them, so don't need to worry about them today. That's gonna go with the mincemeat. Major mistake that people make when they're doing their food prep is cooking in really high calorie oils. So the food they're having is all prepped, right macros, all that sort of stuff. So you need to get this 1 calorie spray olive oil, just spray it on the pan, cook with that. It's gonna do the job, save you loads of trouble. As Eddie Abu would say, eat some fucking eggs. 3 boxes of these, because at the moment, I'm eating 5 a day, 7 days a week, which most people are gonna go, oh, that's excessive. Mate, you vape, all right? You vape, you go out every single week and then drink. Shut your mouth. This makes the cut a little bit more enjoyable. The cereal aisle is the one. This one's quite nice, but this one is the GOAT. Granola. I'm just not a lover of just plain oats. If you can eat plain oats and you like them, get them, because these are just added with more sugar. But to be honest, I'm not a fan. So we need to keep it sustainable, enjoyable. I'm gonna stick to this, so that's why I've got them. And then next bit, probably one of my favourite parts of the day is Cocoa Pops. Thank God, like I said, I came early on a Sunday. They've actually got some of this in stock. Normally it's that long, crappy stuff I don't like. This is the softer version of Jason's sourdough. Get this in your diet. It's not necessarily the healthiest thing. It's a little bit of a craze at the moment, but it is going to be a carb source that you can have with your breakfast. I have it with my eggs. One slice at the moment, which is pretty depressing. But like I said, we're doing things to get the job done. And then I just buy these Mission wraps. Frozen fruit, getting the frozen blueberries. I have this in my yogurts. I actually prefer it when it's frozen. I've got to be honest, so try it. It is unreal. It will actually be something that you enjoy. I have that with my skyr yogurt. That's the food part of the shop complete. Now to end it off, I wouldn't do it all the time, but I do, especially at this point in the cart, maybe get some sugar-free cans of drink. And the reason being is because it suppresses your appetite, cures them cravings, and it tastes nice, gasses you out. It just helps when you're on a cut. So pick any type that you want, just make sure that it's 0 sugar. If you're getting the full fat ones and you're trying to cut, you're an idiot. All right, let's just not be stupid here. Let's get the job done. Pick one that you enjoy. You've got Pepsi Max, which is 0 sugar. You've got lemon Coke. You have so many different flavors that you can choose from and change so it doesn't get boring. Use that as a little cheat code, but just don't be stupid. All right, so that cost $94.89, and got to remember, I'm like 90 kilograms, pretty big boy, and I bought some unnecessary stuff in there like the Cokes as well. It can be a little bit cheaper if you make it, and I'm at Morrison's, which is a little bit more expensive than if you used to go Aldi or Lidl. All of that literally took me 30 minutes out of my week. So when you say you've got no time to go and do your shopping, lies. All right, just wake up half an hour earlier, go and get it done on a Sunday morning, and then you've got it ready for the week to prep. And then when I get home, I'll demonstrate to you how quick you can actually food prep in. It takes me around an hour and a half, I believe, but we'll put that to the test.
First part done, nice and quick, nice and simple. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day, I'm gonna quickly go to the gym, and then I'm gonna spend some time with family, with my girlfriend, doing things that everyone else does on a Sunday. So I'm not missing out. And then I'll go home and do my cooking, which will be really quick, in an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours max. But that's out of my whole week, and that saves me loads of time cooking throughout the week. It's a no-brainer, mate. Get it done. So that's the fridge stocked with the things that I can't really prepare early on. You've got your steaks there, you've got your spreads, yogurts, got cereals and everything on top, protein powder, cans of Coke. So just stuff that's quite easy to make, takes literally like 1 to 2 minutes. Again, no excuses, boys. Because if you can't make a meal within literally 1 to 2 minutes, then I've got to be honest, I can't really help you. Lock in, sort yourself out, hold yourself accountable, and then you can just easily cook it. Get it done. Got my cooking bits out, ready to start prepping all the food for the week. So that's going to be 7 days worth of lunches and dinners, and all the other bits that you've seen in the fridge make up 5 meals a day, which is like obviously the cereals, eggs in the morning, etc, etc. And the time now is 10 to 1, so we're going to see how quickly I do it. So you've got no excuses when you're trying to do your food prep, because I don't want to hear it. You do have time. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is quite lazy. I bought the sliced frozen carrots. I literally just whack them in this bowl and microwave them, and then when I heat them back up once they're actually cooked and I'm having them throughout the week, they taste nice. Sometimes you can put some seasoning on if you want. I'm even more lazy than that. It's all about time efficiency for me, I've got to be honest. Most of the taste comes from the protein and the carbs. So I'll whack them in there, obviously out of the bag, chuck them in the microwave, job done. And then the broccoli, we're just gonna chuck in this pot, put that on low heat, and then that will warm up over the time that I'm prepping, cooking the chicken, other meats, carbs, all that sort of stuff. Simple. I'll give this a wash out, put these in the microwave with some water. A little bit later on though, we'll turn it on and then we'll be ready to go. So all of that so far has taken me 20 minutes. All the chicken, 2 kilograms of chicken, is in the pan now, ready to be cooked. You should put the chicken on as the pan's hot, but where I didn't have enough room on my cutting board, I've just put it in here, and then we'll cook from there. The marinade, which I bought earlier in the shop, which you see, is the Nando's Peri Peri Quick Medium Marinade. So it's basically Nando's chicken that we're cooking. How can you say that you don't enjoy it being on a diet when you're literally in Nando's nearly every day? And then to season it with salt, pepper, sometimes I put paprika on it as well, because that's just what I like. some crushed chilies. Now you can have whatever you want. You can have garlic, you can have anything that you like. Also, I'm gonna be stirring it with a fork, which is a total red card, let's be honest. But I don't know where the proper stuff is, so allow me. That's cooking. Again, using a fork, I apologise. We're going to be putting in the 5% fat mincemeat. It's probably healthier to have mince with more fat percentage in it, believe it or not. But as we're going on to a cut, we're going to try and reduce the amount of calories in it as much as possible. So 5% fat, mincemeat, going into the pan now. You literally just whack it in, peel off the paper. I'm going to be using the crushed chilies again, just to season it, salt, pepper as well. And then both of them will be cooking. That's everything prepped and already starting to cook. All you'll have to wait for then is just stirring it around, wait for it to all be ready, and then we can start dishing it up. I'm also going to be chucking on 1.5 of these over the mince, which is just chopped tomatoes with that little spicy kick from the crushed chilies. That'll be another protein source complete. But while that's cooking, we're going to go and grab the food containers and I'll show you them now. So the carrots are cooking, the broccoli's cooking, the chicken's cooking, the mince is cooking. All the steak and everything is in the fridge because I literally cooked that on the day. Now, before I dish all the food up, I need to put the containers out. These are the lids. I literally go around to my local Chinese and say, can I have 20 containers? It's like $5. Instead of paying like $5 for each container at like a supermarket, which is ridiculous. These wash well, they last about 2 months. And then once they start to get tatty and broken, I'll just go and get some more. It's literally a $5, like I said. So we'll lay these out and we'll be ready to put all of the food in the container when it's finished cooking. Arms are looking pretty swole there as well, I must say. Right, so in the space of 20 minutes, these are basically done now. Last few minutes, and then we can start prepping them, putting in the containers. We're gonna be all done, sorted, put the broccoli in there, put the carrots in there, store them in the freezer. Job done. Week worth of food is prepped. And we're currently not even an hour in yet. So boys, meals all prepped, ready to put the lids on and in the freezer. That is 12 meals there. The other 2 being the steak meals, which I literally cook on the day and chuck the noodles in with them. So these 12 meals, prepping, cooking, washing all the bits away, has literally taken me an hour and 12 minutes to sort out my week's worth of food. This video is here as a statement to just say you absolutely have no excuses. In actual fact, if you're saying that you don't have time and an hour and a half is still too long for you, add on the half an hour, 2 hours spent this week sorting out all my foods, because obviously the shopping as well, it's still a lie. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna spend half an hour cooking every other single meal, 15 minutes, half an hour, added up over the week. You're gonna lose out on time. Let alone that, you're gonna lose out on money from going to get the Greggs sausage rolls in the morning, buying sandwich stuff. You're still having to go out and buy food. Having that takeaway every single weekend on the weekend is £30. So enough with the excuses. Use this video as your sign to start getting shredded, start getting in shape, and are taking accountability to cook your own food. That isn't the only things that I'm having this week. As you see earlier, Cocoa Pops, eggs, bread, all that other stuff. So it doesn't get boring, it keeps it sustainable. If you like this video, you found it helpful, and you want to follow along the journey, make sure to like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.